But I was dissing him in the record. I had a record called Middle Finger You.
Okay.
And in one of the verses it was like, I'm the fattest, nicest nigga you know. And I guess he took offense to that.
Are you serious?
Nah, dead serious. And so that's how that was the beef. But it wasn't really no beef because I wasn't talking about him.
Right.
Because I didn't know him at the time. And then I think Whoo Kid played it on one of his mixtapes or whatever, and they didn't like that, so they kidnapped him for playing that record.
Where they grabbing him?
I think it was the Bronx somewhere. They set him up nice or something. He actually talks about this on the internet.
Whoo Kid?
Yeah, DJ Whoo Kid, about getting kidnapped or whatever. And so
it was Terror Squad?
Terror Squad.
Punish me, but it don't stop. Watch the pun get wicked when I stick it. Even Luke be like, don't stop, get it.
Fat Joe and Big Pun.
I didn't tell my manager. I DJ with Flex at this club in Queens. Somebody tricked me into meeting them in Harlem, but it was actually Pun that was on the phone. But I thought he was a promoter. I was wondering why he was breathing crazy or whatever. Weeks before, there was a diss record that Sauce Money put out, because I think Jay-Z and Pun had beef in the club, and I think they hit Jay-Z with a bottle or some shit. Jay-Z was sleeping, whatever, in the back. So Jay-Z never responded, but Sauce Money responded. But I think I had the only record at that time dissing Pun like really bad, like talking about killing Pun, family members, all kinds of stupid shit. But I was the only DJ who had it. So I guess Fat Joe called Beat Street at that time, which is shut down in Brooklyn. And Beat Street, told Fat Joe, yo, there's a mixtape, this Whoo Kid guy, this shit sound like hotcakes. There's a song hit dissing Pun. So now Pun calls me again to meet him in Harlem. And here I am thinking I'm talking to the promoter. So I get to Harlem to meet in front of the Apollo to get $1,000. And at that time, $1,000 is a lot of money. I never saw $1,000. I told him, don't call my manager. I'm gonna come pick up the $1,000. So when I get there, I didn't see anybody there yet. I thought it was some bullshit, like it was some fake shit. So I get back on the payphone. I went across the street, went on the payphone, and I called Pun again, but I thought it was the promoter. So I started yelling. I used to yell at the promoters all the time. Like, what the fuck, man? Fuck out! You better fucking hurry the fuck up. So Pun is like, yo, who the hell is this Whoo Kid guy? Like, he just cursing me the fuck out. Like, so they got guns, cars, all kinds of stupid shit. So they come into Harlem. I'm waiting, and I finally see a Benz come up with a Spanish kid in it. So I was like, whoo! Me and my boys was like, yo, Shay, we're gonna get this G, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were like, whoo, we're gonna get this $1,000, yo. Like, I never got $1,000 before.
Never.
So the dude got out the car, he was like, ooh, kid. I was like, yo, that's me, kid. Yo, I'm right here. So I get out, I get the fuck out, right? So I go to him, he's like, yo, we're on 136th Street, behind, I don't know what street, but it was like a dead-end circle, like in the project, they got the circle. He's like, just follow me, kid, we're gonna go speak to Flex. We're gonna chop it up, Flex is in the car waiting for you. So I was like, ooh, we're gonna go chop it up with Flex too, yo. And then the way they had it set up, yo, it was the perfect setup, because it was a circle, the two big projects, three buildings, two on the side, one in the middle, and it's a circle. The van was in the middle, and the van was a hooked up van. The van had rims, had fire on it. So I was like, yo, this nigga Flex is here, yo. Flex had the hooked up cars or whatever.
Right.
So in the van, I'm getting close to the van. I see a Spanish kid in the van, like the driver. I was like, yo, this guy, Flex has like Puerto Ricans hanging with him and shit, right? I get even closer, so the door starts sliding now. The door's sliding open, right? So I'm like, yo, I'm looking, it's still dark in there, but I see like a big image in there, right?
A big image?
So I'm like, yo, Flex game mad way, is that Big Cap? So I got closer, I was like, yo, is that Cap in there, yo? So in my head, I didn't even think about the mixtape not once until I got really close, and then now I see Pun. I was like, oh shit. In my head, the mixtape came up. I was like, oh, I'm about to fuck. So I was like, the way they had it set up, the van was to the side, so I was blocked, so my loser friends was in the car like dancing or whatever. I tried, you know, do the bogey shit. I put my hand out, yo, what up, kid? Because I thought maybe this is really, they would have booked me. In my head, I was like, maybe they do want to book me, you know what I'm saying? I put my hand out, and Punt was like, his head went behind his head. He was like, and I was like,
and them alligator hands.
no, he was like, he put it behind his head, like he didn't want to give me a pound.
Wow.
So I was like, oh shit. So he was like, you want to come in the van and we're gonna chop it? I was like, hell no, I don't want to come in the van. So and I tried to back up. Now this is the backup part, right? I tried to back up. He still thinks I'm the gangster guy that cursed him out on the phone. And then I think when I backed up, my hands were down, and that's when Pun out of Uzi. I'll never forget this shit. Pun pulled out.
Yeah. So Clark Kent had called me one day and was like, yo, I want to put you on the phone with Pun, you know, whatever. So, you know, I got on the phone, we talked, and, you know, let him know, like, I don't got an issue with you, like, record wasn't about you. And, you know, that was that.
He must have been like some type of way confrontational, because he stayed in some shit. he stayed in some shit.
Yeah, I mean,
everybody got a Big Pun story, and it's some, man, they did this.
yeah. I think more than anything, they had issues with our side, just as opposed with
had
have a problem with them.
They had their encounter with Jay-Z
Yeah, but
before or after your incident.
But there wasn't really an encounter, like.
So that was fictitious.
In the club or something like that.
Yeah,
that didn't happen.
It never happened. I'm glad you cleared that up on my shit, man.
Yeah.
They've been saying that shit for 20 years.
Never happened.
Right?
Never happened.
So they never had a disagreement?
I'm not saying that they didn't have a disagreement. I'm saying that he didn't hit him in the head with a bottle. That didn't happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That didn't happen.
So what was the end result of you and his situation when they approached DJ Whoo Kid? Did y'all ever? What was the?
Well, yeah, like I said, Clark Kent had put me and Pun on the phone,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, we talked, and then that was just the end of it. Like, you know, nothing else came out of it. You know, yeah. Pun was a monster lyrically. Like Pun was really, he could really do it. You know what I mean? I would have looked forward to that. You know, that would have been a good challenge for me. You know.
Was Beans on the rock during the time when you was there?
When Beans came is when I was leaving, or I pretty much was gone by the time he got.
You and Beans would have been.
Yeah, Beans is super talented. Yeah.
That would have been some heavy shit to hear you and Beans on the same record.
Yeah, Beans was dope.
So what's going on in 2019, man? Let's talk about the now.
Yeah. Well, we got a few things going on. We got like I said, I'm working on this new project called In Memory Of. It's kind of like a promise I made to my pops before he passed.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it's, you know, titled In Memory Of. It's his dedication to him, and we working on that. You know, that's pretty much close to being finished. We got a Quotables, the T-shirt line that we doing.
Okay.
You know, working close with my man Ron from Def Jam. He's gonna be the next Mobile. You know, without a doubt. You know, he has the energy and he needs to be great. You know what I'm saying? He has a need to be great. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he's doing with that. I'm also writing a book called 87 to Poughkeepsie, just my life.
Oh, you was in Poughkeepsie.
80, yeah. I had a this just a weird experience one day driving up to the studio in Poughkeepsie where I should have died.
Okay.
You know, and you got to read the book. Like, I don't want to spook nobody.
What do you think about the emergence of the upstate New York hip hop scene? They getting busy right now.
You mean like Conway and?
It's a lot of them, yeah. That Griselda, You got 38 Special.
Yeah.
There's niggas in Newburgh getting busy. Middletown.
I'm a fan of hip hop, man. So if you could do it, you could do it. You know what I'm saying? And I respect anybody that could do it. You know what I mean? Like, niggas that spit, I love it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the more the merrier. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could go ahead and try to balance out some of the other shit that's going on in it. You know what I mean? So, and I think hip hop is always comes down to lyrics. You know what I'm saying? For me, especially for me anyway. So like, so if you got guys like, you know, Conway and Benny the Butcher, and
Right.
you know, all those guys, like, nah, I love it. Like, dope. Keep them coming.
If you get the call to go up to front flex, you going? You still long-winded? Can you get busy like that?
I mean, when you know how to do it, you know how to do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'd probably be 80 years old and still know how to do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. You know, so if the opportunity presents itself, yeah, well, why not? Just to show that, you know, I look at all the guys that have been up there and you know, like, I would want to match my skills against everybody that's been up there and see how I do. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure I'll be all right.
What track would you use?
Oh, no. I had to sit down and try to figure that out.
If you wanted to just get off and just, you know, do some Olympic shit on a track, what track would you use? You just played a band from TV record for me. You just played me some disc records. You played me some of the new joints you got. But yeah, if you just wanted to show everybody how dazzling you could be on the track.
Shit, it wouldn't matter. You can just pick anything. I'm gonna do what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. You know what I mean? So I don't have a favorite track that, you know, I definitely got a rhyme over. You know, it just depends on how I feel that day.
You ever sparred with Hov?
For years. That's how you think nigga got so sharp.
Right.
Cause you remember they were ahead of me.
Is you nicer than him? You from the project. You supposed to say, hell yeah, I'm nicer than him.
Am I nicer than him?
Yeah.
I think he's probably lyrically one of the greatest people I know. But if you ever hear us together, it's a toss-up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's not just me. That's the people speaking. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I think I'm talented, just as talented. Definitely.
Is there a Marcy record out? You, him, Jazz, like, did y'all ever?
Yeah, we got a record called Foundation that was crazy. Then you got Bring It On off of Reasonable Doubt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we did a lot of work before. It's almost like, you know, when you pledging, you do a lot of shit underground, but we didn't do a lot of shit above ground. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the people didn't really get to see all the work that we put in down here. And they didn't get to see, because the body of work for all three of us is not there. You know what I'm saying? It's just a few records here and there. You know what I mean?
So you a Q?
Yeah, I play Q. Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you a
Keep
Q.
going. I'm all day. I got a lot of hats.
You got a lot of shit with you, man.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
Yeah.
When I was in college, man, them Q niggas thought they was some gang and shit.
Pretty
Niggas
much
was
still.
mobbing and shit.
Yeah, pretty much still.
I used to hoop with them niggas in intramurals. They had their squad, you know. They had all the fraternities had their squad. I used to hoop with the Qs and shit.
Yeah. Yeah. One thing about them is they're aggressive.
As a motherfucker, I had to tell one of them niggas, you step on my sneaks one more time, my nigga. They was party walking. You know how y'all do, take your shirts off, start barking and shit. To tell this nigga named Ron from Detroit.
Aggressive.
Hey Ronnie, you step on these Sauconys one more time.
Yeah.
We gonna get it in.
Yeah.
We gonna, everybody gonna be barking in this motherfucking minute.
Yeah, niggas is aggressive, man. Niggas is aggressive.
So you still go to y'all organizational meets and shit like that?
It's been a while since I've been. I was actually down in South Carolina not too long ago, and just good to see my frat brothers and my line brothers and all of that.
Shaq and Ricky Smiley. It's a whole bunch.
Shaq, Ricky Smiley, Michael Jordan, Steve Harvey.
Jordan's a Q?
Yeah, Jordan's
no
a Q.
fucking shit.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
Alpha males.
Yeah.
Alpha's like a motherfucker.
Yeah, they just actually made Farrakhan an honorary member.
I just seen that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all scooped him up, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. The honorable.
Word.
There. So, yeah, it was a lot more, but those are a few of the prominent.
When's Founders Day?
November 17th.
What made you pledge?
My pops was one.
No doubt.
So I just kind of like followed in his footsteps. Yeah.
They didn't have no chapter at the university that I was at, but if I pledged, of course I'd have had to been a Q.
Yeah.
Them niggas fucked with me and shit.
Yeah, it ain't too late though, nigga, if you really want to do it.
Oh yeah.
It's never too late.
Yeah, y'all just took Farrakhan in.
It's never too late, man.
Word.
It's never
What's
too
the
late.
grade point average required to be a Q?
Well, when I was in school, it was 2.5.
Right.
You had to have a 2.5 grade point average.
That's average.
Yeah.
That's all they want is an average
all they
GPA.
wanted. Yeah, that's all they wanted. You know what I mean? So as long as you get in your books,
Right.
you can balance the two. Go ahead and do your thing.
Word.
You know what I mean?
You've been excellent, man. I appreciate your
Nah,
time.
man, I see you. I don't grant a lot of interviews. I don't do a lot of interviews. I do interviews with people I respect.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? So I respect your platform and I see what you're doing, and I support any way I can, because you know what? Your hustle seems honest to me. You know what I mean? And I respect that.
Word. Go ahead, give me a drop, man. I can get up out of here, man.
What up, this Sauce Money, and I'm chilling with Gully TV. You already know what it is, man. Stay tuned for this one. You don't want to miss it.
Out.
I'm a motherfucking G. Yeah, I'm talking murder, but it's me. I'm really living everything you see. That's what you say. They love to make a lie out of me. To the day that I expire, I'm a G. I'm a motherfucking G. They would love to make a lie out of Razor. Shoot and catch him out dark with the laser.